Hello everyone, myself Mitesh Savalia from Praveen Patil Polytechnic, lecturer in Electrical Engineering Department, second shift. From this video, we are going to start a unit number 3 of subject FEE, that is Fundamental of Electrical Engineering, is capacitors. In the electrical engineering, for the electrical field, we have three major components which are required for the circuit analysis are resistance, inductor and capacitor. So resistance we have already studied in unit number 1, the behavior of the resistance, type of resistance, each and every minor effects on resistance. So now from this video we are going to start unit number 3, that is capacitors. So first of all, we must know what is capacitor, how it is formed, how it works. So that introduction part of the capacitor that we will learn in this video. So first is, a capacitor is a component which has the ability or a capacity to store the energy in the form of electrical charge, producing a potential difference across its plates. That means capacitor have two plates that are separated by the dielectric material. Dielectric material means insulating material. So in this insulating material, current cannot flow from one place to the another place. So these two plates are separated using the dielectric material, and a capacitor has a capacity to store the energy in the form of electrical charge across its plates, and which results in a potential difference across the two plates. So this is the definition or the concept of capacitor. As you can see in the diagram, it has two different plates which is separated by the dielectric material, which is shown in the blue shade, and when we apply the current, electrons get accumulated across that plate. Electrons cannot flow from one plate to the other plate because it is separated using the dielectric plate. Now, one most popular form of a capacitor is parallel plate capacitor. The parallel plate capacitors are the type of capacitor which that have an arrangement of electrodes and insulating material. The two conducting plates acts as electrodes and there is a dielectric between them. This acts as a separator for the plates. So the parallel plate capacitor is formed using two different plates arranged in a parallel manner along with each other, and these two plates are separated using insulating material that is also called as a dielectric material. Now the construction of a parallel plate capacitor. Two plates of a parallel plate capacitor are of equal dimension. The condition is that the dimension of the plates should be equal. They are connected to the power supply. The plate connected to the positive terminal of the battery acquires a positive charge. On the other hand, the plate connected to the negative terminal of the battery acquire negative charge. Due to the attraction, charges are in a way trapped within the plates of the capacitor. So here they have told that when the current is applied across these two plates which are separated by the dielectric medium, so as the current starts flowing across the plates, so the plate which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, that plate will acquire a charge of positive ions, or we can say holes, and the plate which is connected across the negative terminal of the battery will start acquiring a negatively charged electrons across the plates, and due to the attraction of the charges, in a way trapped within the plate of a capacitor. That means that charge gets accumulated across the two plates which are separated by the insulating material, or we can say by the dielectric material. Next is principle of a parallel plate capacitor. So how it works? So if we give a certain amount of charge to the plate, if we apply more charge, the potential increases and it could lead to the leakage in the charge. That means each and every material, each and every component have their own capacity. Now as we go on increasing the charge across the capacitor, the stored energy goes on increasing. But after one particular point, a leakage charge starts flowing. If we get another plate and place it next to the positively charged plate, then the negative charge flows towards the side of this plate which is closer to the positively charged plate. Now, here we have a leakage charges. So in the positive plate, we will have a little negative charge electrons, whereas in negatively charged plate, we have little positively charged ion. So if we place another plate besides to the capacitor plate, that minor charge will start flow to this additional plate. As both the plates have charges, the negative charge on plate 2 will reduce the potential difference on the plate 1. Now as we do this experiment, the negative charge that were stored in a plate number 2 will start reducing the potential difference on the plate number 1. On the other hand, the positive charge on the plate 2 will increase the potential difference on the plate number 1. As we can see, it is a vice versa operation. So when plate number 2 reduces the potential difference on the plate number 1, so it is obvious that plate number 1 will increase the potential difference on plate number 2. But the negative charge on plate 2 will have more impact. So more charge can be given to the plate number 1. Because of the negative charge on plate number 2, the potential difference will less. This is the principle of a parallel plate capacitor. So as we can see, we have two plates, plate number 1, plate number 2. Plate number 1 is positively charged, whereas plate number 2 is a negatively charged. So by the logic, we can say that plate number 1 have a higher potential and plate number 2 have a lower potential because it is a negative charge. Plate number 1 has a higher potential because it is a positive charge. Now as we goes on increasing the charge across the plates, this potential starts flowing from plate number 1 to the plate number 2. And as we can see, the potential of plate number 1 will increase the potential on plate number 2 because 1 is positively charged and 2 is negatively charged. And we can say plate number 2 reduces the potential of plate number 1 because the positive ions of plate 1 will be attracted by the negative ions of plate 2. So because of this attraction, the ions on plate number 1 will get reduced. So plate number 2 will reduce the potential difference on plate number 1, whereas potential number 1 increases the potential difference on plate number 2. So this was the working of a parallel plate capacitor. As you can see from the diagram, here we have a left side, that a plate indicates a positively charged, right side indicates the negatively charged. The orange shade, we have a dielectric medium. Blue lines are of electric field. We have two plates, plate A and plate B, with the area A, and these plates are separated by the dielectric medium with the distance D. So this was all about a parallel plate capacitor. If you have any doubt, you can call me or you can message me. Thank you.